What is capital, you might ask? Capital is the fuel that powers our dreams, the raw material that we shape into our life's masterpiece. It's the time, energy, and resources we invest in ourselves, in our pursuits, and in our relationships. It's the seed that, when nurtured and protected, blossoms into a bountiful harvest of achievement and fulfillment. Now, let me ask you a thought-provoking question. Have you ever felt like someone or something was trying to steal your capital? Have you ever felt like external forces were draining your time, sapping your energy, or diverting your resources away from what truly matters to you? If you have, you're not alone. In this fast-paced, demanding world, there are countless thieves lurking, ready to rob you of your most precious commodity. Your capital, they come in many forms. Distractions, negative influences, unhealthy habits, and even well-meaning but misguided individuals who inadvertently steal your time and attention. But fear not, my friends, for today, we're going to arm you with the knowledge and the mindset to protect your capital, to safeguard your dreams, and to ensure that every ounce of your time, energy, and resources invested wisely and purposefully. Imagine for a moment that you're a farmer tending to a field of golden wheat. Each grain of wheat represents a precious moment of your life, a sliver of your time and energy. Now picture a flock of ravenous birds descending upon your field, pecking away at your hard-earned harvest, stealing your capital one grain at a time. Would you stand idly by and let them ravage your field? Of course not. You'd take action, you'd protect your investment, and you'd ensure that every grain of wheat is preserved and put to good use. The same principle applies to your life. You cannot afford to let anyone or anything steal your capital, your time, your energy, or your resources. You must be vigilant, you must be proactive, and you must be unwavering in your determination to protect what is rightfully yours. Now, let me ask you another thought-provoking question. How do you know when someone or something is trying to steal your capital? The answer lies in your priorities, your values, and your goals. Imagine that you're building a magnificent skyscraper, one floor at a time. Each floor represents a different aspect of your life, your career, your relationships, your health, your personal growth, and so on. Every time you invest your time, energy, or resources into one of these areas, you're laying another brick, another beam, another pane of glass in the construction of your life's masterpiece. But what happens when someone or something tries to divert your attention, your effort, or your resources away from your priorities? What happens when they try to entice you to neglect one floor of your skyscraper in favor of another, less important area? That's when you know your capital is being threatened. That's when you must take a stand and say, no, this is my time, my energy, my resources, and I will not let anyone or anything steal them from me. Now, let me be clear. I'm not suggesting that you become a selfish, isolated individual who shuts out the world and neglects all external influences. We are social beings, and we thrive when we connect with others, when we share our experiences, and when we allow our lives to be enriched by the perspectives and contributions of those around us. What I am suggesting, however, is that you become discerning, that you learn to distinguish between those influences that nourish your capital and those that deplete it. You must cultivate the wisdom to recognize the true thieves, the forces that seek to rob you of your precious time, energy, and resources without offering anything of value in return. And once you've identified these thieves, you must take decisive action to protect your capital. You must erect boundaries, fortify your defenses, and refuse to let anyone or anything encroach upon the sacred spaces in your life that you've designated for growth, productivity, and personal fulfillment. Now, let me ask you one final thought-provoking question. What are you willing to do to protect your capital? Are you willing to make tough choices, to say no to distractions and temptations, even when they come wrapped in appealing packages? Are you willing to let go of relationships, habits, or activities that drain your resources without offering anything of value in return? Are you willing to prioritize your dreams, your goals, and your vision for the future over the fleeting pleasures and empty promises that so often seek to steal your capital? If your answer is a resounding yes, then you are well on your way to mastering the art of protecting your capital. You are taking the first steps towards ensuring that every ounce of your time, energy, and resources is invested wisely and purposefully, propelling you towards the life of abundance, fulfillment, and success that you deserve. But it doesn't stop there, my friends. Protecting your capital is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment, a constant vigilance, and an unwavering dedication to your priorities and your dreams. So, let us make a pact here today. Let us vow to be the guardians of our own capital, to fiercely protect our time, our energy, and our resources from those who would seek to steal them away. Let us pledge to invest our capital wisely, to nurture our dreams and aspirations, and to build the lives we truly desire. One brick, one beam, one pane of glass at a time. And when the thieves come knocking, when the distractions and temptations beckon, let us stand tall, let us hold our ground, and let us proclaim with unwavering conviction, this is my capital, and no one, nothing will ever steal it from me. Together, my friends, we can achieve greatness. Together, we can build lives of abundance, fulfillment, and success. But it all starts with protecting our capital, with safeguarding the raw materials that we shape into our masterpiece. So, let us embrace this challenge with open arms. Let us march forward with determination and resolve. And let us create lives that are truly worth living, lives that are rich in purpose, passion, and untold possibilities. You see, when you allow others to pilfer your capital, you are essentially giving them the power to dictate the course of your existence. Every moment stolen, every ounce of energy drained, every resource misappropriated is a brick removed from the foundation you are trying to build for an extraordinary life. So many people succumb to the thieves without even realizing it. They fall victim to the endless cycle of distractions, the relentless barrage of temptations, the poisonous influences that seep into their lives like insidious toxins. Before they know it, their dreams lying in tatters, their goals abandoned, their potential squandered. But you, my friends, you have the power to break free from this vicious cycle. You have the power to reclaim your capital and wield it as the mighty force it was always meant to be. Imagine for a moment that you are an architect tasked with designing and constructing the grandest, most awe-inspiring edifice the world has ever seen. Every line you draw, every material you select, every calculation you make is a stroke of genius, a masterful allocation of your capital. Now, picture someone barging onto your work site, carelessly knocking over your blueprints, pilfering your supplies, and disrupting the intricate choreography of your construction crew. How would you react? Would you meekly stand by and allow this intruder to sabotage your magnum opus? Of course not. You would rise up, you would defend your creation with every fiber of your being, and you would banish the thieves from your sacred space, never again to sully the sanctity of your work. This is the mindset you must adopt when it comes to protecting your capital. You are the architect of your life, and every moment, every ounce of energy, every resource at your disposal is a precious building block in the construction of your masterpiece. The distractions, the temptations, the negative influences, these are the thieves that seek to derail your progress, to undermine your efforts, and to leave your life's work in ruins. But you have the power to stop them in their tracks, to erect impenetrable defenses around your capital, and to forge ahead with unwavering determination. But how, you might ask, do you identify these thieves? How do you distinguish the forces that nourish your capital from those that seek to plunder it? The answer lies in cultivating a deep, unwavering understanding of your priorities, your values, and your goals. These are the guiding lights that will illuminate the path before you, casting a brilliant glow upon the endeavors that truly matter and exposing the shadows where the thieves lurk. Imagine that you are a fearless explorer, venturing into uncharted territory in search of treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Your priorities, your values, your goals, these are your compass, your map, and your guiding star, ensuring that you never stray from the path that leads to your ultimate destination. With this clarity purpose, you will be able to spot the thieves from miles away. You will recognize the distractions that seek to lure you off course, the temptations that promise false riches, and the negative influences that would sap your strength and leave you stranded in the wilderness. And when you encounter these thieves, you will have the fortitude to stand your ground, to rebuff their advances, and to continue your journey with renewed vigor and determination. But let me be clear, my friends, protecting your capital is not about becoming a recluse, shutting yourself off from the world, and hoarding your resources like a miserly dragon guarding its hoard. Far from it. True mastery lies in finding the delicate balance between safeguarding your capital and allowing it to flow freely like a mighty river nourishing the lands it touches. It is about cultivating the wisdom to discern, which endeavors, relationships, and experiences will enrich your life and propel you towards your goals, and which will merely drain your reserves without offering anything of value in return. Imagine that you are a gardener tending to a lush, verdant paradise. Every seed you plant, every sapling you nurture, every bloom you coax into radiant splendor is an investment of your capital. But you must also be discerning, pruning away the weeds and pests that threaten to choke the life from your garden, and strategically allocating your resources to ensure that every inch of your Eden flourishes. In this way, you will become a master of your capital, a true steward of your time, energy, and resources. You will cultivate a life that is not only rich and abundant, but also purposeful and deeply fulfilling, a testament to your unwavering commitment to protecting the raw materials from which your dreams are forged. And as you walk this path, you will inspire others to do the same. And your resolute stance against the thieves, your unwavering dedication to your priorities, and your mastery of your capital will serve as a beacon, guiding those around you toward their own journeys of self-actualization and personal empowerment. So, my friends, let us embrace this challenge together. Let us vow to become the architects, the explorers, and the gardeners of our own lives, shaping our destinies with the precious capital that is ours to command. Let us stand tall against the thieves, erecting impenetrable defenses around our time, our energy, and our resources. Let us cultivate the wisdom to discern the true nourishment from the empty distractions, and let us allocate our capital with the precision and care of master artisans. And through this unwavering commitment, let us forge lives that are not only extraordinary but also deeply fulfilling, lives that resonate with purpose, passion, and the boundless potential that lies within each and every one of us. For when we protect our capital, we protect our dreams. And when we protect our dreams, we unlock the power to shape our destinies and leave an indelible mark upon this world. So, let us march forward, my friends, with the courage of lions and the determination of titans. Let us reclaim our capital and wield it as the mighty force it was always meant to be. And let us create lives that are truly worth living, lives that will inspire generations to come. As we forge ahead on this journey together, let us pause for a moment to reflect on the true nature of capital, this precious resource that we must guard with such vigilance. For capital, in its purest form, is not merely a collection of material assets or a finite pool of time and energy. No, my friends, capital is the very essence of potential, the raw material from which we sculpt the masterpieces of our lives. I think back to the great artists, the visionaries, the pioneers who have left an indelible mark upon the world. What set them apart from the masses? It was not merely their talents or their skills, for countless others possessed equal or even greater aptitudes. No, what truly defined these luminaries was their unwavering dedication to protecting and nurturing their capital, their refusal to let the thieves of mediocrity, complacency, and compromise plunder the boundless potential that burned within them. Imagine, if you will, a sculptor standing before an immense block of gleaming marble. Within that seemingly lifeless mass lies the potential to create a work of such breathtaking beauty, such profound emotion, that it will move souls and inspire generations to come. But to unleash that potential, the sculptor must guard their capital, their vision, their passion, their unwavering commitment to their craft, with the ferocity of a lioness protecting her cubs. For if they allow the thieves to creep in, if they permit distractions and doubts to chip away at their focus, if they surrender to the siren call of mediocrity, that magnificent potential will remain forever entombed within the marble, a masterpiece never given form. But should they stand resolute? Should they deflect the arrows of doubt and fortify their defenses against the thieves of procrastination and self-sabotage, then they will wield their capital like a master artisan, chipping away at the stone with each precise stroke of their chisel, gradually revealing the sublime beauty that lay dormant within. My friends, each and every one of us is that sculptor, and the capital we must protect is the boundless potential that resides within our hearts, our minds, and our souls. It is the raw material from which we craft the lives we were destined to live, the dreams we were born to realize, and the legacies we will leave for generations to come. So how do we safeguard this most precious of resources? How do we ensure that the thieves of complacency, fear, and self-doubt do not pilfer our potential and leave us bereft of the raw materials we need to create our masterpieces? The answer, my friends, lies in cultivating a deep, unwavering self-awareness, a profound understanding of our true selves, our deepest desires, and the unique gifts we have to offer the world. For it is only through this self-knowledge that we can identify the forces that seek to deplete our capital and erect impenetrable defenses against them. Imagine, if you will, that you are an explorer, venturing forth into the uncharted territories of your own psyche, armed with the tools of introspection, self-reflection, and a burning desire to uncover the treasures that lie within. As you delve deeper into these inner realms, you will encounter the thieves that have plagued you for far too long. The insidious whispers of self-doubt, the seductive lure of procrastination, the toxic influences that have drained your energy and sapped your motivation. But rather than fleeing from these adversaries or surrendering to their onslaught, you will stand your ground, shining the brilliant light of self-awareness upon them, exposing their true nature and rendering them powerless against the indomitable force of your self-knowledge. For once you have identified the thieves that seek to plunder your capital, once you have mapped the treacherous terrain of your inner demons, you will be equipped with the knowledge and the resolve to fortify your defenses, to erect impregnable bulwarks around your most precious resource, your potential. And as you emerge from these inner explorations, battered but victorious, you will wield your capital with the precision of a master surgeon, allocating your time, your energy, and your focus with unwavering purpose, nesting in the endeavors that will nurture your growth and propel you towards the realization of your grandest ambitions. But let us not forget, my friends, that protecting our capital is not a solitary endeavor. We are social creatures, woven into the rich tapestry of humanity, and the influences that shape our lives extend far beyond the boundaries of our own mind. Just as a mighty oak cannot thrive in a barren wasteland, so too must we cultivate the fertile soil in which our potential can take root and flourish. This soil is comprised of the relationships, the environments, and the communities that either nourish or deplete our capital. Imagine, if you will, that you are a gardener tending to a lush, verdant oasis amidst the arid expanse of life's challenges. Each plant, each bloom, each vibrant splash of color represents a facet of your being, a manifestation of your potential given form and substance. But just as a gardener must be ever vigilant against the encroachment of weeds, pests, and other threats to their Eden, so too must you safeguard your inner oasis from the toxic influences that seek to choke the life from your potential. Whether it is the negativity of those who would sow seeds of doubt, the temptations of fleeting pleasures that promise hollow fulfillment, or the insidious tendrils of societal pressures that seek to bind you to a life of quiet desperation. You must be resolute in your determination to prune away these noxious elements, creating the space for your true self to blossom and thrive. For it is only when we surround ourselves with a nurturing environment, a fertile soil rich with the nutrients of positivity, inspiration, and unwavering support, that our capital can truly flourish, that our potential can be unleashed in all its radiant glory. And as we tend to these gardens of our lives, as we weed out the toxic influences and cultivate the nourishing relationships and communities that sustain our growth, we will inspire others to do the same. Our unwavering commitment to protecting our capital, our resolute stance against the thieves that seek to plunder our potential, will serve as a beacon, guiding those around us towards their own journeys of self-actualization and personal empowerment. So let us embrace this challenge, my friends, with the courage of warriors and the determination of titans. Let us vow to become the sculptors, the explorers, and the gardeners of our own destinies, shaping our lives with the precious capital that is ours to command. Let us stand resolute against the thieves of mediocrity, self-doubt, and toxic influence, erecting impenetrable defenses around our time, our energy, and the boundless potential that resides within us. Let us cultivate a profound self-awareness, delving deep into the uncharted territories of our own psyches to uncover the treasures that lie within, and using that knowledge to fortify our defenses against the forces that seek to deplete our capital. And let us surround ourselves with fertile environments, nurturing relationships, and vibrant communities that will sustain our growth and empower us to unleash our full potential upon the world. For when we protect our capital, we protect our dreams. And when we protect our dreams, we unlock the power to shape our destinies and leave an indelible mark upon the tapestry of human existence. So, let us march forward, my friends, with the unwavering conviction that our potential is boundless, our dreams are attainable, and our capacity to create lives of profound meaning and lasting impact is limited only by the strength of our resolve to guard our capital against the thieves that would seek to plunder it. Together, we shall forge lives that are not merely extraordinary, but truly transcendent, lives that will resonate through the ages as shining beacons of what is possible when we embrace our sacred duty as the stewards of our own potential.